Hi Taurus, welcome. Welcome to a short little general reading for you. This is for just the current energies that are going on. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for someone who needs to hear them. Sometimes it's you, sometimes it's not you. Sometimes your message is buried in another sign, you know, under your own moon or your rising or your Venus. So check those out. If you don't know those, you can look them up on the internet. Lots of sources out there. So, Taurus, what's going on? What messages do we have for the greatest and highest good for all of our Taurians out there? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Well, that card wanted to flip over. Let me put some cards down on the table. Ooh, look how active my cards are. And let's see what's going on. Recent past. We have, I feel like something happened in the recent past where communication got shut down. You felt really left out and you were just kind of waiting for them either to notice you or come back. But it was due to an imbalance between you and your person. I think time has gone by. And there's this element of, I hate to say this, but how do you fix it? Because I do see something happening where things start to turn and you're really passionate. I mean, you guys might have had a really big fight. You know, you had a really big fight. Someone left, stopped talking to each other. You know, and there you were sitting trying to figure it out. And I think you have to look at a little bit of your own manipulation in all of this. You know, it's like, why did this happen when you had such a connection with this person? But opportunity abounds, you know, because this is your overall energy. So if anything, I feel like maybe communication was reinstated by someone, whether that's you or them. Lots of cards here. But emotionally, I think this person has been really shut down. And either you or them, you know, I mean, there's this real passive-aggressive nature to this whole relationship. You know, I think somebody was really shut down. They couldn't open up. They couldn't, you know, just really be honest. And I think they feel like they lost. So if this is you, this is them. And I get the feeling that this is a split up between you and your person. And it was, I think, in part due because somebody was so shut down. You know, it's like, how can you win, you know, and get anywhere if you won't talk to me? So there was a little bit of that was going on that left your person feeling a bit unstable. So I think, you know, somebody had to look at their future, you know, and you want to give this person the world and you want them, you know, to be a part of your life. You're not saying anything. You know how much they've helped you. I mean, they're still there. They haven't left. You know, you guys may not be talking, but they have not left. They're still around. So now it's like, you know, maybe you can offer them something, but, you know, don't make any false promises, Taurus. I mean, if you can't promise this person stability, then don't give it to them. You know, the more honest you are, that's probably what got you in trouble in the first place. But let's see what else is going on. See if we get more clarity on this story. But I do get a sense of passive aggressiveness between you and your person. Yeah, and then there's no action. You know, so it's like you sit here, you want to promise them everything. You want to give them the world. You know, but you don't see how you can do this, yet you don't make any actions toward it. I see that, you know, what you're doing, Taurus, is just sitting around moping about it. You're not making any moves. So I think some deep truths start to come out, whether that's you personally, because I feel like somebody took advantage of the other person's, you know, kindness. Now you're battling with your demons. So whether it's you or them, I think the two of you have been keeping an eye on each other. You know, because like I said, I don't feel like they're gone. I think they're still floating around, whoever this person is. You know, I mean, I think you guys came to a real crossroads. But it's like, you know, even though you said it was over, it's just not over. you know, because somebody's still watching the other person, and, you know, I think waiting for an opportunity to make their move, because I think now you're starting to feel like, wow, you know, maybe we did have more. Yeah. Things turn in your favor, Taurus, you know, and it may require this really putting an end, because I think the problem is that the two of you have you have a connection. You're really passionate, and I think you had a vision of the two of you forever and ever and ever, but your other person didn't have that same vision. I think they felt like every time you got hung up, they had to help you out of a situation. They were always there for you. They had your back. The question is, Taurus, did you have their back? So I feel like the best thing for you to do is, if you want to move forward, because I feel like at this time, you know, everything is pointing to you ending this cycle. I mean, here we have a Ten of Swords, as painful as it is. I think you need to look at what happened, where you got there, and accept the things you cannot change. Because here's the thing. When it's over, right? When it's over, it's over. And you need to move on. You know, and I think you two have done this before, where you've had this cycle of, you know, well, you hurt me. So, and it's like you were in, you were out, you weren't really together, but you were together. But at this final end, when things started to move, because it's almost like somebody broke a cycle. They might have actually really moved away. You know, but it's like you keep waiting for them to contact you. And it's like, you've got to move on now. You know, over is over. Done is done. And you now are being given new opportunities. I mean, don't let the past keep you from your future. All right, let's see. We got a Queen of Wands came out here next to the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I want to say that this Queen of Wands could be someone who you were dealing with, but they're not, they see right through you. They know you can't give them the world. That's why they left. Finally, you know, something, you know, ended here. And it was due to somebody's, you know, over manipulation, or, you know, just that kind of energy that it wasn't right, you know, because you were forcing something that, you know, you can't force someone to love you, or, you know, to understand you if you're shut down and you're not talking. You know, you gotta own it. So the Queen of Wands comes out with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, with the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands reversed. So again, it's this not wanting to put an end to this cycle with this person. You know, and it's like, you know, this person isn't even looking at you anymore. They're like, they're done. They've been hurt. You're waiting for them to let their guard down so that you can promise them what? Nothing. You know, because, you know, nothing has changed. You can't promise them something you don't have. Yeah, you can't promise them something you don't have. And, you know, regretfully, you know, I don't think there's anything that can turn this around. You know, because this need for one person to be really free, the other person has just decided to really move on. So the cycle's got to close. I hope this resonates. You know, but you want a reconciliation with this person. Well, that's probably what you'll get. And that's probably what makes you feel so good. But, you know, don't be tempted by, you know, by things. It's almost like you can't buy them back. You know, so things have to be balanced. Yeah, the two of you, maybe this is what you really want. You know, an opportunity, a chance with them, make things work again. You know, but, you know, it's this, maybe it will, maybe it won't type of energy that goes on. And I think that's how your whole relationship's been there. Oh, we'll make it work. Well, maybe we won't make it work. Oh, we'll make it work. Oh, well, maybe we won't make it work. You know, at this point, I feel like it's time to put things to rest. You know, because everybody's got their guard up. And if this relationship is over, it's over. You know, there was so much instability there. You know, and I think, you know, you're in a place where you're not stable. You know, like I say, you can't offer somebody the world if you don't have the world. What you can offer them is love. That costs nothing. And that's probably what this person wanted, because this person did everything for you. You know, but your ego, your pride, you know, you're fooling around. This person started to get very, very angry and bitter towards this whole union you guys had, you know, because they wanted it to work. And what happened? Somebody couldn't put down their ways, their selfish ways, their indulgent ways. So I think now you have to look at the hurt that you caused. Yeah, the hurt that caused this tower to come down. You know, because there was this toxic energy. And it was coming from one person. One person was giving and the other person was taking. And I think a lot of it had to do with you or someone being unable to commit emotionally. I mean, the Knight of Cups reversed. This is someone who is emotionally pretty shut down. They're in, they're out. You know, they're a love them and leave them type of thing. And I think now, you know, you might need to look at that energy, you know, because healing wants to happen around that. You know, why can't you commit? Why can't you, you know, really be a part of somebody's life without hurting them? You know, what is it that keeps you from opening up and speaking your truth? You know, so yeah, it's time to look at the hurt that was done that caused this to all happen. Wow. Okay. Let's get some, let's get a little advice. All right. So I think your person is not willing to put any more effort into this. I think they want to see you take action to get to this reconciliation, because that's going to come. If you haven't, you know, hooked up with them yet or whatever, I think it's going to come. And I think there has to be some kind of a discussion about this emotional shutdown that you have, because it's kept you from making things work. Now, you know, don't feel like this person, when you do meet them and you see them again, that you're going to be attacked. I think there's a lot of, you know, anger that needs to come out. A lot of truth has to come out, you know, so that everybody can feel good again. Because if you're not going to be together, you know, at least on your own, you need to feel good and rid yourself of, you know, this bad feeling and moping around. I mean, you're definitely dealing with something that, you know, emotionally, you know, you're really shut down. Now we have both the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I mean, you've got to open up. They want you to open up. I think both of you are a little afraid to open up, but somebody's been trying. See, I think in the end, they will come to some kind of a conclusion that you guys will both feel good about. And maybe you can turn this around. But if you're not going to open up emotionally, Taurus, I don't see that happening. You know, make yourself a little vulnerable. You know, maybe the other person needs to be a little vulnerable. You know, but you can't be hiding. Yeah, look at that. And the Moon card comes out reversed. You know, it's time to let it all out. Open up. Don't be so shut down. You know, because that's the problem. You being shut down or them being shut down is what has kept this queen, you know, from making any moves. You know, they want more than that. You know, they want it all. But I think an opportunity for a new beginning could happen for you. You know, but this cycle between you and them has to come to an end. You know, and it can't be through manipulation, through false promises. Oh, you know, together we'll figure it out, you know, because this has been a very anxious ending for you. Because I don't think you ever thought they were going to leave. But everybody wants to feel better because, you know, there was a deep hurt that happened between you and them. You know, and a decision was made because I think someone saw that the relationship was hopeless. So now you got to look at that. Anyway, I think that's enough for now, Taurus. We get the picture. Yeah, I mean, you have a new opportunity coming, but it's going to mean opening up and being very vulnerable. You know, so if this is a person who really means something, maybe you needed this breakup to wake up, right? All right, with that, I'm going to end this reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's okay. Check your other signs. I appreciate a thumbs up. If you did like the reading, tune in. Next week, I'll be doing Love in the New Moon, and we'll see where everything's going. All right, until then, bye.